5 minutes before closing time, an explosion ripped through the catacombs of coal mine number 5. Poisonous fumes belched through the mine as the explosion roared through the tunnels. The blast shattered concrete, upended coal cars, and killed 111 men. The events of March 25, 1947 will be forever etched into the history of our community, Centralia, Illinois. Word of the explosion soon spread through our little town and the neighboring villages. Families rushed to the mine. People pressed against the ropes and wires stretched around the opening. To escape the cold, many women went to the locker room. There, the women waited beneath the clothing of their husbands and their sons. They knew this was the one place all men came at the end of each workday. Throughout the night, women maintained their tight-lipped vigil as they waited and waited and waited. Their thoughts turned to the battle the miners had waged during the previous year. Inspector Driscoll Scanlon had filed a mountain of reports concerning the problems in the mine. Scanlon cited inadequate ventilation, a loose roof, dry, dusty conditions, a major hazard that would result in disaster. Knowing that authorities shuffled the reports from desk to desk, the miners sent a letter to Governor Greene. They explained the conditions and begged, "Please, save our lives." Weeks later, most of the men who had signed that letter were killed in the explosion. 4 days after the explosion, the rescue squad located the final victims. These men had had enough time to scribble farewell notes to their loved ones.
Dear wife, forgive me, please. I love you all.
Name the baby Joe, so you will always have a Joe.
Be good, boys. Please your father. Oh, Lord, help me.
Today, in a world far removed from 1947, I've asked myself, why did these men, knowing the dangers, return to the mine every day? They returned because they were ordinary men doing the extraordinary work of living day by day. They were heroes who lived their values, love of family, sense of duty, the dignity of work. Sadly, times of heroism are often times of terror. Today, as I visit the graves and memorials built in their honor, I recall the words of John Fitzgerald Kennedy from Profiles in Courage. Without belittling the courage with which men have died, we should not forget those acts of courage with which men have lived. A man does what he must, in spite of personal consequences, in spite of obstacles and dangers and pressures, and that is the basis for all human morality.